What's up guys, PennCentral8505 here. Today we are under the layout again because I have a new DC powered set that I want to show you. This, my friends, is the Lionel Midland Freight. This is a DC powered starter set, and I got this at the Wheaton Train Show last weekend, and this was the second set that I got. So today we're going to take a look at this set. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Grab a drink, grab a snack if you'd like, and we will review the Lionel Midland Freight. Alright, so here it is. So, the Lionel Midland Freight set. This set was made between 1985 and 1986 and is one of their DC powered starter sets. So this will not be able to run on my main layout, so that's why we'll be running it underneath the layout on its own loop of track today. But yeah, it's a pretty decent set. So let's open this bad boy up. So the box lifts off like so. And inside, you get a 440 steam locomotive, a crane car, a gondola, a hopper car, and a bobber caboose. So with that, let me take some of the track here, make a loop of track, and get this on there, and we'll take a look at everything. All right, and here's how the train looks on the track, and it honestly looks pretty good. Let's take a look at all the details on this set. All right, starting off with the engine. This engine is number 8512, and it is painted for the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe, better known as the Santa Fe Railroad. And this engine is a 040 ST. For those of you who don't know what that means, 040 means there are 0 wheels up front, 4 driving wheels, and 0 wheels in the rear. And the ST means that this engine is a saddle tank. So there is a tank that straddles or saddles across the boiler. So then it holds the water. And then in the rear there is a bunker for coal. So anyway, let's take a look at all the fine details of this engine. Alright, starting off with the front of the engine, there is supposed to be a headlight on this engine, but it is missing sadly. But above that you can see the smokestack. Now this engine does not have a smoke unit, so do not expect to see smoke coming out of there. On the smoke box door, they put the number 8 on there, which I find kind of a strange decision because this engine's number is 8512, not 8. But anyway, going down a bit, you can see there's a flag stand, and there are supposed to be 2 of them, but one is broken off. And below, you can see the front pilot. There's no coupler there, though I do think it would be nicer if they put a coupler there. And then off to the side there, you could see the cylinder. And as well, you could also see a grab iron right next to the smoke box door. Moving down the side of the engine, as you can see, there's a lot of molded in detail. Like there's a grab iron that goes across the boiler and saddle tank. Underneath that you have the locomotive number, 8512, and underneath that you have the drive wheels with a single drive rod that is made out of metal. Moving back towards the cab, you have the Santa Fe Railroad logo stamped on, and right behind that is a molded in cab door that does not open, and there's a step underneath that. And then up top on the middle dome there is a plastic whistle that is separately applied. And then in front of the domes, there is supposed to be a bell, but that bell has been broken. All right, and on the rear of the engine, you can see the coal bunker, which they didn't care to paint the coal black. So the coal is blue, which I find little frustrating, but I mean, it's not a huge deal. And then underneath that, you can see this engine has a dummy O-gauge coupler. Right, before we move on, I want to compare this engine to its older AC-powered brother, the Lionel 8200. So as you can see, there are a couple slight differences, mainly in the smokestack. The older 8200 is supposed to have a diamond stack, though the top of the diamond stack is missing on mine, while as the 8512 has a more conventional smokestack. And then other than that, really, the details are pretty much the same. The number boards are, of course, different. And there's actually supposed to be a little valve gear piece with the 8200, which was eliminated on this engine. But again, the valve gear piece on mine is missing. And this one, the 8200, has a Polmore motor, while the 8512 has a DC can motor, as well as the side rod on the 8200 being die-cast metal, while on the 8512 it's a piece of sheet metal. But yeah, overall, both engines are quite nice. Next up is the gondola. As you can see, this car is cast in a blue plastic with yellow stamp lettering across the side. There's a lot of molded in details, like molded in grab irons, and there's also a molded in brake wheel as well. And then on the bottom, you have plastic trucks with metal wheels and axles, and dummy O-gauge couplers on both ends of the car. Next is the crane car. Now this is a unique car to this set. This crane car is made from a flat car that is cast in blue plastic with yellow lettering. The crane cabin itself is cast in a blue plastic, again with a yellow stamped Santa Fe logo on the side. Now this crane car is missing some parts. It does have the silver plastic boom to the crane, but other than that, the parts that are missing, there is a part up top that holds the strings for the, not only for the boom, but also for the claw. There on the sides, you can see there is a hole for the controls for the crane. Up top, there is a smokestack, or an exhaust stack, because this, I believe, is supposed to be a diesel-powered crane. At the end, you could see there is a separately applied brake wheel. Underneath, you have plastic trucks with metal wheels and axles and dummy O-gauge couplers. Next up is the hopper car. This is cast in a blue plastic with yellow stamp lettering on the sides. Has a lot of molded in details like the brake wheel at the end, and also grab irons going up the side of the car. As well, this car has plastic trucks with metal wheels and axles and dummy O-gauge couplers on both ends of the car. And last but not least is the bobber caboose. The caboose body itself is cast in a blue plastic with yellow stamp lettering. The chassis is cast in a silver plastic with, this also has silver plastic grab irons and ladders on both ends, with a silver plastic smokestack that is separately applied. The roof to the bobber caboose is actually also a separately applied piece cast in a blue plastic. This also has one dummy O-gauge coupler at the front, and this also has metal wheels and axles. All right, now that we've taken a look at all the details on this set, let's run it. All right, so this is actually Ellie's first time in front of the camera. Now, Ellie has run my trains in previous videos, and she's going to be doing it again today. So she's been getting pretty good with this, but let's see how she does with a DC-powered starter set. dang it, we wrecked the train, and we lost the caboose on the other end of the loop. There you have it, folks. Honestly, I would say this is a decent set. If you're giving this to a kid as a first starter set, you could do a lot worse. This set, I mean, you got an engine, you got 2 open top cars, so you can put anything in there that you want, and you also have a crane car, which adds play value onto it. So yeah, like I said, you could do a lot worse. And as well, you get a nice big loop of track as well. Now, the thing I like about these DC powered engines is that they're rugged. You can have them fly off the track and they'll still run just fine. And as well, they're very quiet runners as well. So there's that upside as well. My only gripe with them is that they are DC powered, so they're not going to be compatible with most other O-gauge trains and with pretty much every O-gauge layout. But though you can actually convert these to AC power, which I do plan on doing with all of my DC powered trains at some point. But yeah, overall, like I said, you could do a lot worse if you're giving this to a kid as a first starter set. Don't overpay. I paid only $40 for this set, which is not a bad deal. Really, like for me, when I'm buying trains, it's the train that matters. I do like having the box. Yes, the box is beat up for this set, but I mean, it's all right. It's what's inside the box that matters. So, with that, if you liked what you saw and you want to see more of my videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you never miss when I upload a video. If you liked what you saw, make sure to hit that like button. And if you have any thoughts, comment down below in the comment section. I read all of your guys' comments. And if you know of anybody who might like this video, share it with them. They may like it. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And this is going to be Penn Central 8505 out. Just like last video, I really quickly want to take a quick comparison between this engine and its old... I just farted on camera. Next up is the gondola. This car is cast in a dark blue plastic with yellow stamped lettering along the sides. You have a lot of... Sorry. Alright, so now that we've taken a look at this train, let's run... But yeah, so she's gonna run this train today. So let's get running. How she does with a DC powered set today.